FanFest this past weekend, awesome. And I know if you've been listening for a while, Pat makes fun of me because as we get closer to baseball season, with this Rays team, I get hyped up. I get excited. I start to look at the pieces, especially the new ones, and I go, okay, I can kind of see what Eric Neander is looking at, the GM of the Rays. I can see what he is looking at and what he's trying to compile here. And when we were at FanFest, I got to tell you guys, away from just the team, this new ownership group is fantastic. They are everywhere. They are on Twitter. All three of the guys that are involved, they are on Twitter. They're on social media. They're out. They're meeting people. They're shaking hands. They're going to different places in public. They are taking the initiative that you want to see from an ownership group. You don't need to see it. It's not something that is, you see it everywhere. But when you do, and especially in this community, there's something different about Tampa Bay and sports. There just is. It is a very tight community. It's why, when I went back and watched Raise the Flags, if you haven't seen that documentary on the Bucks, like it really hits home how sports-driven this community is and in an underrated fashion.
And you don't have to be a Buccaneer fan. It's a documentary to watch it and enjoy it. It is something special,
Incredible.
No doubt about it.
10-part series. It is incredible. And if you are a Bucks fan, you're going to love it. Just like me, it was incredible. But you look at this new ownership group, and you see him around. And Ken Babby, the CEO, he's really kind of the mouthpiece for this new ownership group. There's an energy and an excitement around it, and he's driving it. And you bring one of the first moves they do for the team for coaching. You bring in Kevin Kiermaier to work with the outfielders. Not only is he one of the best outfielders that a lot of these guys will ever work with as far as what his abilities are, he's a part of this community. He's been a part of this franchise for a long time, or was. Brett Phillips, you bring him in as an ambassador. The title is...
You love it. I know some people had issues with Kiermaier, but we know he was a great defender, no doubt about it. But Brett Phillips is he caught the fans and just sucked them in because of his great personality.
And that's what he's here for.
Yeah.
He's not here to help out with the players.
He's an ambassador.
He's an ambassador.
Yeah.
He's an executive ambassador. Whatever he's going to be going around the Trop and shaking hands and meeting kids. And these
Perfect.
are the right moves to make when we're talking about taking over a team.
At FanFest, when me and Mathis, we were setting up the tent, probably 12:55, 12:57, the Maverick, Brett Phillips comes walking over, I'm a Rays fan, Mathis Rays fan. We know who he is. Walks right up to us as we're setting up the tent. He goes, "I'm Brett Phillips. How are you guys doing? What's your name?" I know who you are. I watched you.
Airplane.
Yeah, but he was so fired up. Me and Mathis were talking to him for a couple minutes, took a couple pictures with us. He was so excited you guys are here. I can't wait to work with you guys. He was on the T-Crash show. But yeah, he literally just came right up to us and was like, I'm Brett Phillips. He's fired up.
He's
it's
genuine.
A great hire.
He is a genuine good guy.
Yes.
He really is.
And to bring that in, and he talked about it, Brett Phillips is like, Ken Babby, the CEO, he's like, their energies align and they match. And you did not, and that's not to say, with Stu Sternberg and that group that they didn't have the right guys in place. They had all the right guys in place. But it doesn't mean, you don't have to focus on having an energy guy as your mouthpiece. I like it. I want, especially when you're taking over as a new group and you have a guy like Ken Babby who has energized the fan base, and the transparency, I think, is going to be there as well. That's yet to be determined, but I really do believe that.
You like the direction so far in the early stages of the new ownership.
I don't like it. I love it.
Love it. Okay.
I absolutely love it. And personally, I thought I would love Ken Babby anyway, but then when I found out that he went to a rival summer camp of mine, and anyone who's been listening to the show for any period of time knows I am obsessed with the camp that I went to growing up. All my best friends came from that camp. My closest friends came from that camp. So when I hear, and then his son went to one of the rival camps as well.
Camp, yep.
Yeah, just I immediately bonded with him, and I loved him before that. Even after that, I gave him the biggest hug. I'm so excited to work with him and work with this Rays team, and obviously you're going to be able to hear them right here, soon to be 95.7 FM.
I would assume at some point you'll get Ken Babby on.
100%.
Ask him about Egg Foo Young, please.
I will not ask him about Egg Foo Young. Ryan in Tampa, Egg Foo Young.
Egg foo yuck. I was going to text you that. That's
it's
gross.
Disgusting.
It's not gross, Ryan. Stop it.
It is, but no, I want to agree with you guys on the moves the Rays are doing. It's good to see. Like, bring back guys that are good at what they were doing, right? So obviously, KK was good in the outfield, so let's bring him in to coach outfielders, right? Especially with all the young guys we have coming up. And then Brett Phillips, he just captured the people. He was more of an entertainer anyways, right? So, have him come in that spot. I grew up with Brett. Brett has been this way since we've been 8 years old. So I'm happy to see that this is really, truly making him happy as well.
Did you play with him, Ryan? Did you play with him?
I did. I played with him and I played against him. So there was really two good teams in Tampa, Pinellas side, and we started playing against each other. We were always I was on the best team from Tampa. He was the best team from Pinellas, and we always grew up playing against each other. And then as we got older, we started playing with each other. Manager
of this team, Kevin Cash, went to high school here, grew up here. Same thing with Brett Phillips. You bring him back into the organization. I love it. Dad, do you think if I put you, Dad, out there right now on a baseball field, practice field, how fastball, straight fastball, base hit, not just contact, base hit, how fast do you think? What do you think you could hit? Top off at?
Well, I'd start at 80 to 85, and I think once I got comfortable with that, I'd be able to get to 90.
You think you could get a base hit off 90?
I can hit the ball. Will it find a hole? That's another story.
Ryan, what are you throwing these days?
Hey, we can set this up. We got a facility now down in Parrish called The Spot that we can set this up where we can have Jake come out and try to hit some BP off a machine that we can set up to 80, 85, and then 90, and then 95 to 100.
Did you ever see a 5'5", 67-year-old guy who used to tear up baseball fields do it at 67? Can I do it?
What an intimidating thing you just said. 5'5".
That was very intimidating.
I was 5'6" at one point in my life.
How much weight soaking wet?
I'm about 148.
That's very intimidating. Now you know why people are so intimidated by me. Thank you for that. Hey, Ryan, thanks for the call, buddy.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that. But there's a guy who has a personal knowledge of Brett Phillips, and